Hi guys, during the rioting and after it, we keep hearing the same response from those who want to excuse what has been going on. That the rioters are a small minority and they don't represent the true feelings of those who are taking part in the protests. That it's wrong to label everyone with concerns about immigration as far right, and those who are worried about migrants coming to Britain are being silenced. It's funny because we keep hearing from these silenced people who continuously call radio shows. But I have some advice for our friend Morgan here, which I'll give after this call he made to the Paul Brand show.
Can you think of an example of something where something has been labelled as misinformation, which you don't think is misinformation?
Well, if I can just say this, for instance, so the riots in particular, so there was obviously the mass riots and people, looting and burning cars and things like that. But you've also got the other side of people that wanting to actually protest. And the problem is that when you've got people who just want to cause anarchy and chaos, the people who actually do want to protest, that do actually want to have a voice, get silenced by the people who just want to cause anarchy. And what we tend to find then is that the far right then, this big label of the far right that Keir Starmer loves to say, it's the far right. But then you've got people who genuinely are frustrated with our political system, who are then being grouped in with these yobs who just want to cause anarchy. And what we tend to find is the media then do not report these people, are genuinely concerned. They are genuinely frustrated. All you tend to see is, there's been violence, aggression, people have been pulling out of hotels, there's been burning of hotels. What you don't tend to find is, the reporting of there's actually genuine frustration.
Okay, what is this genuine frustration? Now look, here's my advice to people like Morgan. The next time you're at a rally, next time you're at a protest, and you see somebody turn up with, swastika tattoos or attempting to cause trouble, what you do is you send them away. You tell them, get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. You're actually damaging our protest. That's what you should be doing. Because if you're not, then of course you're going to be lumped in with those people. See, you can't say on the one hand, we're not all far right, and then when far-right people turn up and cause trouble and you don't stop it, you just look on, then you're part of the problem. If you want to be treated like a legitimate protest, then you need to organise, have your banners and stuff like that, and kick out people who are troublemakers. You can't blame the media all the time. Of course the media are going to be attracted by the troublemakers. But you have to kick out the troublemakers before you start your protest. You know who they are if it's an organised protest. If it's not, then that's the consequences of having a disorganised protest. Anyone can turn up, anyone can cause trouble, and you have no control over it. If you're actually organised, then you can have a legitimate protest. But the problem is that who wants to organise these protests? Well, the only people who will organise them is the far right. So you're stuck in a bit of a catch-22. If you try and organise, it's more likely that you're far right. And then if you do organise a protest, you're going to attract the far right. And you're not going to be able to kick them out because you will be far right. So, look, we keep coming back to this point as well, that people are not able to express themselves. You've literally called a national radio station and talked about immigration here. How are you silenced? How are these people silenced? We keep hearing about how people are not able to speak about immigration. We hear nothing else. We've been listening to nothing else since 2015. Brexit based on immigration. 2019 election based on Brexit. The Tories stopped the boats. The Prime Minister standing at a podium with the phrase "stop the boats" on I don't know how many occasions. At what stage are we not talking about immigration? Maybe the language that you're hoping is not being injected into the conversation. Although people like Suella Braverman and Priti Patel have certainly gone down that road. So if you want to have a proper protest, organise it correctly. Have your slogans, have your banners, whatever. But as soon as troublemakers arrive, there's an obligation on you to kick them out. If you don't, then you're part of the problem as well. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.